Why does no one ever recognize Count Olaf? If you've seen a series of unfortunate events, like the book series, the Netflix series, or even the movie, this is probably something you have asked yourself at one point or another. Well, I actually think I have figured this out. While this could just be for storyline purposes, I think that there is actually an in-universe reason for no one ever being able to see through Count Olaf's disguises. See, I'd like to propose that Count Olaf is simply a master of disguising himself. That's why nobody can see through them. He is just very, very good at disguising himself. This can be supported by the fact that he was a part of VFD. Everyone in VFD seemed quite extraordinary in one way or another. As for why the Baudelaires can see through his disguise, well, I actually have two theories for this. One, that Mr. Poe was actually right for once. Although Mr. Poe appears quite stupid, and he probably is quite stupid, I'd actually like to say that he was actually right in this one instance. The Baudelaires are too paranoid of people around them. They are constantly on the lookout for Count Olaf and paranoid that he will come back, and so they are too suspicious of the people around them. This works in their favor because Count Olaf is actually coming back constantly, so this actually helps them out. Mr. Polk was right when he said that they are paranoid of everyone that is around them. As for what, I actually have another theory on top of this as well. You see, I'd also like to propose that everyone actually has a justification for why they cannot see through Count Olaf's disguises. Firstly, the pilot from the Ersatz elevator was told by his wife that the man who came to their house was actually not Count Olaf, and that is why he thought it wasn't Count Olaf. Simply because he seemed to really trust his wife, and when she told him it wasn't him, he believed it. Of course, this was wrong, and she was with Count Olaf throughout the entire time, but I think this is why he did not see through her. On top of that, he had not seen Count Olaf for years and years. This may also be why he could not recognize him. As for the principal from the school episode, well, I'd like to propose two things. One, he may not have ever seen him himself, or if he did, it may have been years and years ago. Maybe he does not remember him or never really met him personally. On top of that, he also, once again, does not appear very smart, so that might be another reason. For a while, the students were fooled by Count Olaf's disguise. It could simply be because they did not care enough. They have no reason to care whether it's Count Olaf or not, and so when the machine said that it wasn't Count Olaf, everyone automatically agreed with it, and thought that it was not him. As for Montgomery, well, Montgomery thought that Count Olaf was somebody else. This is because he was on the lookout for a different person than Count Olaf. You see, he was still suspicious of Count Olaf, but he connected the dots in a different way. He thought it was somebody else in disguise, so he just could not realize it was actually Count Olaf. This also goes with the fact that he had not seen Count Olaf in years and years, so he did not see through his disguise successfully. As for the female guardian, I actually proposed that she really just did not want to believe it was Count Olaf, and also, like, if you don't want to believe something, then you probably won't believe it. But on top of that, he probably has not seen Count Olaf for years and years, and has probably tried to forget him actively. And then there was also the fact that all of Count Olaf's little minions all forced that it was not Count Olaf, and that may be why she automatically decided that it could not be Count Olaf in disguise. As for the Librarian, well, the Librarian actually did recognize him, because she was on the lookout for him. It's like the Baudelaires were. She recognized him because she was paranoid and looking out for him. Or maybe it was just because Count Olaf really did not try to disguise himself very much. He had his minions with him and wasn't really in disguise during the time when she was masquerading as psychic, and so that is automatically why she realized it was him. The only person who really does not have much of a justification for why he does not see through Count Olaf's disguises would be Mr. Poe. Yes, this is actually quite interesting. There has been a theory about this for a while. It's thought that Mr. Poe may possibly know that it's Count Olaf, but he is actually actively denying it is Count Olaf so that he can steal the Baudelaire fortune. This is not a theory by me. This theory proposes that when Count Olaf kills the kids, he'll come to him since he's a banker, and then he will steal the fortune himself. This could be a good reason for why he does not see through the disguises. Or another justification could possibly be that he is just not very smart at all. You see, overall, he just does not appear that smart. Look, his secretary is obviously suspicious, but he never seems to see through him. So I think that it may also be possible that Mr. Poe is just simply that dumb. That's all I have to say for now. And I will be making a series of unfortunate event theories in the near future. So I hope you will stay with me. This is a theory by me, myself, Evan. Goodbye.